Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Jessie. This is an immersive English learning channel. Let's practice IELTS speaking English with me. So in my video, I'm going to talk about part 2 and part 3 of IELTS speaking exam. In the part 2, I'm going to give you one example. Also, you can find the script underneath. And for part 3, usually part 3 determines whether we can get a higher score or not. And usually the examiner only give us no more than 5 minutes to answer 3 to 5 questions. I will give you one example in part 3, and I will try to extend my answer as much as I can, so I should give you more thoughts about how to answer part 3. Okay, let's go. So part 2, the topic is describe an advertisement you have seen that you did not like. I feel like the majority of those advertisements can be boring and just a waste my time. Although there are some quite interesting advertisements that combine smart ideas with the execution. For the majority of those advertisements, can be a pain in the ass. And today I would like to talk about a type of advertisement I always kind of put up with. That is pop-up advertisements. And also I wanted to share a special experience that I come across a pop-up advertisement that was really getting my nerve. So actually several years ago, I work as a consultant. Somehow I have to get access to various clients from different industry that somehow we have to search for different information on Google. One day I searched for information as my boss requested, and I was almost running out of time. I Googled the information. I browsed all those results and I just found a link that's quite relevant to the information I was looking for, and I clicked the link, land on the website. I just bought some content that's quite relevant, and I was about digging into that, and I didn't even got time to scroll up and down in the website. I was hit by a large pop-up advertisement which take up the whole screen. Since I do really want to see the content hide behind this pop-up advertisement, I just try to close this pop-up advertisement. So I look for the close button. Somehow I can find that I lean my body forward and focus on the screen and try to figure out where exactly was this close up button. And finally I just found that when I was about to press the close up button, I was hit by another pop-up advertisement which rose all the way from the bottom and occupied 1/3 of the first pop-up advertisement and directly covered the close button I was about to press. Well, I remember that the first advertisement was something to do with, education, and there was a picture on this pop-up advertisement. In this picture was a professional lady who was wearing a pair of glasses and wearing a professional suit. But I didn't pay much attention to the content because somehow I was distracted by the placement of that advertisement. You really want to close it. Well, the second advertisement was a little bit explicit. I thought it was something to do with a prostitute or something like that, because there is a quite beautiful lady with her body more exposed than covered, and somehow the lady was staring at me. But the most flamboyant part about this pop-up advertisement is that there are some fluorescent lights keep flickering. I was in the working place that I got a little bit upset and embarrassed. Anyway, in a heat moment, I directly pressed a close button, but it turned out to be a fake close button. It was just linked to another website. I dropped off the whole link altogether. So anyway, I was quite upset about the whole things, because I feel like those pop-up advertisements directly disrupt my viewing experiences altogether. Somehow, they just wasted almost 2 minutes for me, and it didn't even got any useful information at all. And also, the explicit picture on the second pop-up advertisement just make my tongue curl. I just afraid that in the working place, probably some colleagues would drop by and just spot me just watching some explicit pictures online and assume that I was probably reviewing some inappropriate website, something like that. So anyway, I feel like those advertisements can be quite intrusive and pervasive. Meanwhile, sometimes I just feel like those kind of annoying pop-up advertisements is definitely a lose-lose situation for both advertiser and publisher. As we all know that, if there are more visitors to browse the website, those publishers would be able to charge a higher rate for those advertisements. But if those websites are filled with a lot lot of annoying pop-up advertisements. Definitely there are less internet traffic, and those publishers cannot charge a higher rate from those advertisements. They cannot earn higher advertisement revenue, something like that. And for those advertisers, if they keep posting all those kind of annoying pop-up advertisements, somehow, for those viewers, they're gonna be distracted by the placements. They desperately wanted to close up all those advertisements. You don't even want to be bothered, to read all those content on those advertisements. And also, those kind of annoying pop-up advertisement can give audience a negative influence. They just associate this kind of a negative influence with those brands, with those products. So I definitely feel like sometimes for both publisher and advertiser, they still have to just figure out the best way to present a quite interesting advertisement. Otherwise, they have some kind of significant negative influence on their products and websites, on their brand and also reputation. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Well, for the part 3, the question is, which one is more effective? The TV advertising or online advertising? Off the top of my head, definitely the online advertising is more effective. Why? Because the online advertising is more likely to take up to date with the latest technology. It is more likely to be closely related to the contemporary technology and electronic products. Somehow, for everyone in our life, we all have smartphone, we all have laptop, we all can get access to the internet. Especially nowadays, the majority of us can be viewers. We pay much attention, to our mobile phone. We cannot live without a mobile phone. On a cell phone, we're gonna utilize all kinds of apps such as social media, shopping platforms, streaming live platforms, where we can just get access to a variety of online videos like YouTube, Netflix, something like that. Online advertisement is like an easier way for those advertisers to get access to a wide range of people around the world, and especially all those advertisements will be at a fingertip. I want to watch a movie, watch a TV program or some TV series on those streaming live platforms such as Netflix, such as HBO. If we don't buy the membership, somehow, we are forced, to see all those online advertisements, right? Sometimes when we Google some information, we land on link website, we had to get access to, some pop-up advertisement. Even use electronic dictionary. I want to use some app to just call a taxi, or want to use some take-up apps. We're gonna see some pop-up advertisement as well. And we are forced to see those advertisements for more than 5 seconds or something like that. Especially sometimes you want to watch some tutorial videos on YouTube. If you don't subscribe YouTube membership, somehow you are forced to view all those advertisements. Even those advertisements are actually in the middle of those videos while you are watching. So somehow the coverage of those online advertisements is quite extensive. It's quite spreading. If you ask for the effectiveness, definitely it is like the most effective way, to reach out to a wide range of people. Especially nowadays, majority of us has Wi-Fi, majority of us have smartphone, majority of us can get access to the internet. Somehow they can also be aware of demographic characters of certain apps. That's for those advertisers, it's easier for them, to realize whether, this website, this app is more likely to be associated with their target customers, target audience. That they could be able, to send all those relevant advertisements to their target audience immediately. Thus, you can spend less money to maximize your effectiveness of placing all those advertisements. And also for all those advertisers, they could also get some feedback data and do some numerical analysis about all those audience behavior, so as to optimize the placements of their advertisement to some extent as well. For example, get to know whether those audience, are willing, to stay longer for those advertisements or not, whether they have a high turnover after placing this advertisement. In this way, they could be able, to quickly adjust their placement of advertisement and improve their advertisements efficiency and effectiveness. On the other hand, those television advertisements sometimes, can be quite stiff. I mean that sometimes those advertisers, those brands have to pay through noses, to place advertisement on those television programs, right? And especially nowadays, less and less people have a television set, less and less people like to watch TV on the TV set, they prefer, to watch all kinds of programs on those streaming live service platforms instead of watching those on TV. Somehow the television become old-fashioned recreational activity. And also you cannot get some statistics, some feedbacks immediately after placing those advertisements. So given to the fact that the audience rating decreased all the way during all those years due to the rise of the streaming live service platform, also, due to the stiff expenses they're gonna spend on placing advertisement on TV sets. Meanwhile, somehow they cannot get immediate statistics and feedbacks, after placing all those advertisements. Sometimes, placing advertisement on the television can be kind of old-fashioned and can be not that effective compared to those online advertising. Okay, this is my answer. Thank you. Well, this is the end of my video. If you like my video, please thumb up. If you have any questions or comments, you are really welcome to leave a message. If you want to get to know more about IELTS speaking exam, please subscribe me and ring the bell. You will never miss my updates. Okay, thank you. Bye.